Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-commerce Minute, episode 325.
In today's episode, Deliverr helps businesses compete with Amazon Prime.
There was a time when you ordered something online and you'd wait, and then you'd wait some more. This wasn't a big deal, you tell yourself, because ordering online is so convenient. Fast forward to today, the e-commerce industry has matured, and the big elephant in the room, Amazon, has rewritten all the rules. Amazon has over 100 million people using Prime. 2-day or even same-day shipping is expected, and if a merchant can't match that, the customer shops elsewhere. Amazon competitors like Walmart, eBay, and Shopify have turned to a startup to help them with their Prime fighting capabilities. One-year-old San Francisco startup Deliverr helps businesses offer rapid delivery experiences for their customers. Deliverr uses machine learning and predictive intelligence to determine which of its warehouses to store its clients' goods. Deliverr is currently operating out of over 10 warehouses in Texas, Missouri, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and New Jersey, among others, but the company says that number is growing every week. Its customers typically store inventory in 3 to 5 different locations based on Deliverr's predictive algorithms. Co-founder Michael Krakaris describes the company's strategy as sort of Uber for fulfillment. Krakaris told TechCrunch, quote, Uber didn't change the physical infrastructure of cars. They didn't build their own taxis. What they did was create software that could connect excess capacity drivers. Most warehouses aren't going to be full. We're going in and filling that extra space that they otherwise wouldn't fill. One of Deliverr's tricks is to use brand neutral packaging so that in essence, any marketplace could use their services. A key reason for the neutral packaging is that, for example, Prime labels all their packages with a Prime label. However, if an eBay seller used Amazon's FBA, an eBay customer could wind up with some Amazon packaging. Not exactly a good branding experience. Michael Krakaris said, quote, you need an independent fulfillment service that can handle all these different fulfillment channels and be neutral. The company is raising a $7.1 million Series A, which it plans to use to scale its team and ink partnerships with additional online retailers. Deliverr, with 2 R's.
Deliverr.
Deliverr.
Well, this is fun.
It's a neat idea.
Yeah, I mean, you think they're going to be able to compete?
Do you mean compete against Amazon or compete against who? That's a loaded question.
I guess Amazon itself.
I think they're just trying to fill that niche between Amazon and everyone else. What I think is neat is that they're using excess warehouse inventory. I think it's interesting. I think it would be interesting to dive into how they, the learning behind this and the algorithms behind this, because it sounds insanely complex.
Yeah. I mean, this looks like a really complexity, and the fact that it's going to be an interesting time for warehousing, right? Because Amazon just did the whole $15 an hour thing. How long can other warehouses keep their workers? And then the cost of it, it's going to be it's going to be an interesting, I don't know. I think it's an interesting time in that world. So this could be a good thing for battling this.
Fusing the battle is exactly a word I was just going to say. So we have different battlegrounds in e-commerce. We have last mile delivery. We have same or next day delivery. We also have what we don't talk about is the warehousing part of it, which is basically a real estate play. You need to place your warehouses in strategic areas that can reach your customers. But what if you don't have to spend money buying that real estate and you use a service like Deliverr? I like the Uber analogy in that they're just filling excess capacity, and you're not going to have, every warehouse is never going to be 100% full. So Why not take advantage of a service like this?
That's true.
I mean, it says that I didn't really dig deep enough, but it says Walmart, eBay, and Shopify are using this service. So these guys must know what they're doing.
You would hope so.
You would hope so. Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
No, I think it's a neat company. I'd like to keep an eye on these and see how they expand their like I said, they're doing a 7.1 Series A. So I would love to see where this company is going to go. And I'd love to see if someone tries to acquire them, like Walmart or somebody like that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah. All right. Company is called Deliverr. It's spelled Deliverr, 2 R's. So it's Pirate R, Deliverr. And you can find all more information on our website, ecommerceminute.co. Do you have anything else, Bart?
No, that's all I got, buddy.
All right. We've delivered this one. Hit it out of the park. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. Deliver. We will deliver an episode tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media @Sumo Heavy.